Hello and welcome back to Advanced Campaign.
I noticed these are not A ranks, Paul. What's happening?
They're defeats. The Sami version of Captain Drake is happening. I lasted to day 12 this time.
Day 12?
I know, right? I think you can lose this one on day 6 if you're not paying attention.
I think Nell is trying to say something.
Yeah.
So Nell's basically saying screw you for using Sami.
We know this character is severely underpowered, so hey.
Well, this is like, I mean, using Sami there is like hard mode of hard mode, so. Because it's Advanced Campaign and all that.
But the rivals.
And yet you're supposed to use Sami to get Rivals AC.
Yeah. I can't do it, I just can't.
It's alright, we forgive you, you tried.
Don't worry.
We're having a nice go in the sun now.
Oh yeah, there's no more fog. And only like 3 real boats.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't know how to use landers, does it?
It does not, they just sit there the entire game. Oh, did you see that then?
Whoa. Cut!
Cut.
Oh.
Because this video was initially 49 minutes long.
Ouch.
And I didn't want to let, you know, even I balked at letting you guys sit through that, so I learned how to use Avisynth.
So they didn't even give Drake a cruiser?
Nope.
Okay.
He's got a submarine.
Yeah, he's got a submarine. I guess you don't have like any use for your nave at all, except for keeping your landers alive though.
Yes, that lander's got to stay alive for me to have a remotely sane chance of winning.
Yeah, they didn't make it a mission objective this time, did they?
Nope.
Alright.
But to be fair, every time keeping your landers alive is a mission objective, it makes sense anyway.
Yeah.
Landers are pretty important units.
So why did you decide to send your submarines the wrong way?
I was chasing the battleship.
Yeah, but they were chasing your tanks in the other way around the island.
I'll work something out.
You know, for a map with boats, this doesn't seem very Navy focused at all. There's like very little to do with them.
Well, those two battleships are a pain if you just leave them be.
Well, yeah.
Trying to keep them corralled now. So I think there's something like 43 sort of dissolve cuts in this video, including the ones from the intro.
I just noticed the soldier guys salute when they finally capture the building.
I know, it's great.
That's a cute little touch.
All the little details.
Yeah, it's great in this game. So there's no alternate objective to this map, is there? It's just capture HQ or route?
No. It's property capture.
Oh, it is?
But it's a really, really easy property capture moon.
Aha. How many properties do you need?
12. The thing is, if you get rid of those 2 infantry Drake starts with on the central island, then the AI is terrible with landers, so it never tries to land any more infantry there. So you can't lose.
That's interesting.
I mean, it takes a while to win, but you can't lose.
Guess if they took a stranglehold on your factories, you'd be kinda screwed though.
There is that. Yeah, you probably have to restart at that point. Most of the cuts, incidentally, are me just... You know, I spend lots of time faffing around. I've left this one in to show you the kind of thing I do when faffing around.
We got an APC there, so that should be fine.
Yeah, that was the plan. I sort of realised halfway through, oh wait, I have an APC there.
Snow?
Snow?
Random weather.
Oh.
Some of these Drake maps have random weather.
Just to screw with Drake.
Not necessarily all of them.
Doesn't, like, Drake get really bad in snow, though?
No, he's the same as everyone else in snow.
Really? I thought he had a... Oh wait, is it Olaf that's worse in rain?
Olaf's worse in rain.
Aha.
Olaf's troops treat rain as snow, but Drake is immune to rain, but has no particular weakness against snow.
Alright. So it's just even Stevens then.
Kind of. I mean, Drake's weakness is his planes, which are pretty awful. And so we say, alright, yep, sure. Just keep killing these battleships. And that's a damn good shot.
Yeah.
That was what, 48%?
I suppose it must have only been on a tiny sliver above,
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I didn't expect that to go down.
you got really lucky there then.
I mean, it's not like a 1 HP battleship would have done much, but yeah, it would still have spotted your sub and kept it busy for a while. So yeah, definitely, nice shot.
That's that guy cleared out. Now then, get another jump. Oh! I thought medium tanks would do more damage to submarines, really.
It's a bit weird when you fire on boats. It's, I mean, you don't come across it very often, so you're not used to it.
Yeah, I think only like indirect units are decent against boats.
I think what confused me is that medium tanks are pretty good against landers.
Hmm.
APC decoy for that rocket. And there goes the battleship.
Yeah, that's a good choice. It's not like the submarine does anything except sink your sub. And your sub has no more targets except for that sub.
Well, we need to make sure that sub doesn't kill our lander, though.
Yes, but you're blocking it, so it can't get to your lander.
Exactly. Oh, here we go.
Oh boy. At least your fuel is okay
Yeah,
in this
they
game.
don't start messing with that till Advanced Wars 2. And I'm Andy.
Yeah, Andy's like the perfect counter to that.
Pretty
Yes.
much. Oh dear. Although notice he's still got his sub, like, raised. I.e. in artillery range. And raised.
Yeah, it's afloat. Are submarines floating when they are submerged? I mean,
They are, I suppose they're neutrally buoyant.
yes. I mean, they're buoyant, but not as buoyant as a boat. I don't know. I've never really thought of this before. It's quite philosophical.
Boat physics in general are just really weird. So if you really think about it, you're taking this giant steel thing and making it float.
And then you're making it sink. But not
Not
to
entirely.
the bottom. You sink a little bit. So you can hide underneath the water.
Well, I mean, the whole principle of, and the light tank can't even fire on the submarine.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And I spent a little time going, what? I'm sure
What just happened?
I remember light tanks being able to fire on subs.
Am I bad at that in later games? I'm not sure. I never fire upon subs with tanks usually. I mean, generally they are submerged and nowhere near the coastline.
Yeah, well, AIs.
Yeah.
I wonder where that submarine is.
It's like the AI is just a little thing they do. if a dive sub has got nothing to attack, it'll raise itself up.
Yeah, it just toggles between them.
I guess it's to conserve fuel, really, but it doesn't really have a logic to it.
Oh.
Let's go invade this northern island.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. You could have spotted a submarine, but there's no point because it can't reach your lander anyway. As long as you submerge your sub, you should be fine. Although submerging it right
Oh.
next to it, I mean,
Why'd you even bother submerging that?
then again, you can't lose this fight. Even if you don't fire upon him at all and he keeps firing at you, you will win.
Bear in mind these cuts just have a lot of me just strolling around the map going, oh, what do I do next? What do I do next?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like we're missing anything really.
Yeah, these cuts are fine, don't worry about it.
Fair enough.
You see Drake piling up on the bridge and, you know, wasting his navy away. Yes, Good move, Drake. Let's remove all that fuel you had there.
Just whoosh!
What was even the point of that?
I don't know. I think it's an AI routine, I think, that when they want to try and attack something, they will move and then decide whether it's a worthwhile attack or not, after they've moved.
Huh.
You'd think you'd like decide on what you want to attack before then. Because generally you want to move up to something you want to attack instead of, you know, moving up to something and realizing, oh wait, this was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, it's... I mean, generally they move up and shoot your thing. I mean, that they want to attack. But when they don't have any targets, I guess they get a bit befuddled.
And it's very noticeable actually with Flax AI in Advance Wars 2. Because...
Well, to be fair, it's Flax, so...
because an interesting thing about Flax AI is that if he gets bad luck, it seems to know that in advance and it just won't attack.
Oh, I hate that. Hate when the air does that. It happens in other games as well.
But it will move.
Yeah.
It'll move up and then just sit there.
Oh, that's just cheating.
It makes Barbaric Blow really weird because sometimes it will just move everything up to you and then not do anything because the AI knows in advance that it's going to be unlucky.
I mean, I guess he's under enough of a penalty playing as Flak to, being okay that is how they handles it, but come on. If a certain CEO has a weakness, it shouldn't... a random weakness like that, it shouldn't just be able to circumvent it.
That is a beautiful traffic jam over there.
Choke points.
Just have to feed it enough APCs so it runs out of ammo.
Pretty much, although, yeah, that's what I'm aiming to do, make that rocket run out of ammo. There's a metaphor in this somewhere.
I bet there's all sorts of stuff in this.
No, don't destroy the tank, you lose your choke point.
Well, it depends.
He's not Max, he's not gonna die. If you were Max, that'd probably be a bad idea. But since you're weak, Andy, it's no problem.
More lander fun.
Whoop.
And I make the wrong decision here.
Yes, you should shoot the
Yeah, you should have shot the other guy.
full strength AI there.
On the plus side, it ensures that I keep full strength infantry for capturing purposes.
I guess that works.
Sure. But you also make the other one pretty much die.
Well, my main goal was just to make sure that infantry couldn't finish capturing next turn.
Well, mission accomplished.
Yeah. May not always be the most efficient, but I get there.
Did Drake need that city to win?
No, Drake needs that central island to win.
Okay, so he's totally boned.
Yes. Like I was saying, it's very hard to lose this one.
And then they just pile another new tank up there at front, because that makes total sense.
Master tactician.
They move fastest, of course they should move first. And you let them capture the city anyway. Ball.
Well, no, it wasn't. I mean, I knew they were going to capture the city. It was just a case of slowing them down a turn.
You just wanted to hold them down for a turn.
Yeah, so they so they waste a turn capturing, and they don't attack my guy, my full health guy.
Alright.
He was secretly brilliant about this. It wasn't a mistake, honest.
Sometimes, serendipity.
Well, it was a nice move blocking the APC with your infantry anyway, and you wouldn't be able to do that if you used both of them to capture at the same time. So I guess it worked out for you this time, Paul.
I win this time. Now, I made a mistake here because I was thinking, hey, AAs move faster than medium tanks. He'll move the AA up next, won't he? Nope. Drake outsmarted me this time.
Haha, I'm not as stupid as you think. Just almost as stupid.
And let's just totally park that medium tank in the middle of 3 artilleries. What can go wrong?
Alright. That's another city.
Wait, that APC ran away from the 4 health infantry.
It has no guns.
Yeah, but you figured like you could move a couple spaces away and drop its infantry off.
That would make too much sense.
Maybe it's the AI overvaluing the value of APCs again.
In one sense, it would make sense. I mean, you could now put. He wants to maybe load the APC into a lander and then send the lander to the central island.
Too bad the landers don't work for the AI.
I'm Drake, I don't know how to use landers.
Look, they're boats, they float, I can move them around, and I park them in my ports, and then what?
Chipping away. Not going to use hyper repair just yet, for the obvious reason that Drake's got a tsunami charged. Bait. More bait for the rockets.
Did you refuel that submarine?
No, I just sent the submarine in, sorry, bait for the rockets. I'm not sure what... Oh right, just keep them safe, I suppose.
Gotta keep that 4 HP infantry safe.
I know, he's mission critical, isn't he?
Oh yes, what if Drake's APC gets up there? They need to be slightly inconvenienced.
Here we go again.
These are the rockets, right?
Yep, yes he is. He's gone to refuel.
Alright. Did he use attack? Yes, he did.
Wait, what?
It worked, relatively speaking.
It's rated 1 for 1. I mean, sure, you'd probably rather have...
Well, I guess the rocket's not there to...
I lost a bigger percentage of my health than he did.
Yeah, but you're just gonna get it back.
There is that.
I guess it was like the one time an AI can actually do something against a tank, so... Good for you, Drake.
Can't do much against artillery though.
Nope.
Nope.
I don't know why I didn't do this at turn. Oh, I think the reason I didn't do it turn earlier was to avoid tsunami. But
But you used type repair, so that didn't actually matter.
I don't know.
Paula, are you an AI?
Beep boop. Must kill all APCs.
It's like some anti-AI behavior. You can do something, but you don't because you think something else.
It's
Like-
I'm like Wheatley. I'm stupid, but in a very realistic way.
You're the perfect AI.
Exactly.
Nobody will suspect that you are not human.
Wait, that APC has an infantry in it? Oh, that's even more valuable now.
I think I'm using the subbing as bait again here.
We're just wasting ammo now, really.
I'm not even sure that rocket's gonna attack that sub.
Well, you say that.
It is more valuable than any other unit it has.
Well, okay. I guess
Oh,
it was
no.
the most valuable thing in range, so...
My submarine, my utterly vital submarine.
How will I sink your navy now? Oh.
Well, I'll never be able to get his landers.
Yeah, now his landers are totally safe. You know,
You can go straight for your
he
base
needs the
now.
landers.
He just needs to figure out how to load them up. You know, if someone sent him an instruction manual, you'd be so screwed.
How to?
How to put stuff in your boats.
Maybe the AI just doesn't get the concept of putting things that aren't infantry into a transport unit.
But can it put infantry into landers?
I guess. I'm sure I've seen them use landers effectively sometimes, but
I'm not sure I have.
In Advance Wars 1 or in one of the other games?
I don't know. I don't have any recollection of actually
competent.
seeing that. Well, competence I'm not really expecting to see ever.
Well, data ruin AI seems to be, well, alright, perhaps competence an exaggeration. Acceptable.
Sure.
Tanks. on a bridge.
Gotta get that first strike.
Oh yes.
If you want a picture of the rest of this mission, just imagine a tank attacking another tank. Forever.
It never ends.
Sorry, George Orwell.
Well, they sure as hell made some long bridges. I guess the western one isn't that long, but
Yeah, this bit is just...
it's quite a slog when he parks a ton of tanks on it.
It's lazy map design, what can you say? I'm sorry, Insys, but...
Don't say you're sorry, they should be sorry. The Sami map seemed a bit more interesting, I guess, but it also seems quite bullshit.
Oh, artillery.
Yeah, well, it's very intriguing with some. It's... But yeah, you're right, it's... There's just so much nonsense. There's like 3 battleships on the eastern side and 2 medium tanks just going whoop through the forest.
It might get revisited later, though.
Yeah, it might. We shall see.
Well, looks like you found another choke point to waste all your troops in again, Drake. Good job.
I probably shouldn't have done this.
To be fair, it'd be really hard to teach the AI how to deal with a choke point.
Probably. I don't know.
The mysteries of choke points.
Like, not make it move the fastest unit first, but the medium tank instead. Would probably solve a lot of its issues. I'm not sure why they made it that way. Sure, you get across the map slightly faster, but then you get stuck forever.
Maybe it was just when they did in their afternoon off, like, alright, we're gonna code the AI for this game. Right, where do we start? Fast things should go first, right? Because they're fast. They get, like, initiative bonuses.
Oh yeah, they were role-playing, of course.
It would explain a lot. APC with a tier again.
Most CO seems to be pretty dense, so I guess.
No, you're gonna lose that infantry. That valuable infantry.
Oh my... yeah, he just double shot you, man. 2 troops in one blow.
Good job this is advanced campaign, no one cares about technique anymore.
Yeah. I think this is more canon because nobody seems to care about losses anyway. Ever.
No, not really.
You know, especially with the... You know, the comic that's been linked forever.
I actually saw a nice sort of rationale for that in that Eurogamer sort of retrospective. They were just sort of saying, yeah, it's just like a tacit admission that this isn't real, this is just...
Did they just throw that APC up there?
It's blocking. It's stopping me...
That's actually not such
Yeah,
a
it's quite
bad
clever.
move.
You know,
I guess not.
You know, if Paul actually had some direct attacking units. Right now it was a bit, I don't know, needless.
oh no, I've turned it into AI.
You have. Now you're attacking APCs with your indirects.
He's forcing you to using his own tactics.
He's bringing me down to his level and he tries to beat me with experience.
Truly, Drake is a master of war.
Relatively speaking.
Watch out, your land is gonna sink.
Oh no.
Okay, it's not even close to sinking, but... You know, eventually,
If it was a submarine, I'd be worried.
5 turns time, might get a bit low.
Get an APC here, stat. Oh no, my poor brave infantry. Uh-oh.
Amounted to nothing.
You got a couple of hit points in on that APC. You might make it retreat.
Alright, if you attack with something
Oh
that
my
does
goodness.
less than 3
Whoa.
damage, then fine.
An AA killed a tank.
I know, right?
What's going on?
They're retreating back to their HQ.
Pretty much.
That's the best answer I can come up with.
Got to cover the highly important part, because as we all know, this isn't a property capture map. Right. Well, the AA worked so well for Drake, I thought I'd try it myself.
Yeah, decent trade, seeing as there's no area units to shoot at. And infantry dies to tanks pretty well anyway.
AA is cheap, you know, because there's a lot of indirects, so I was thinking AA recon. Really speaking, I should have probably just built a tank and a recon, but I think it was it was just trying to clear infantry out. I don't know. I'm just rambling now.
Oh yeah.
Chip that paint.
And another property falls to the glory of Orange Star.
Yay, go Orange Star.
How many more do you need now?
1! That's the little surplus counter says.
Well, I've been trying to find the surplus, but it wasn't appearing.
Yeah, it was there for a very brief time period, and possibly the viewer might spot it if they freeze frame. Or they could have spotted it earlier on, I don't know. Things.
Or they could have listened to your voice right now.
Well, now that you're a master of Avisynth, you could totally have a little property capture marker on the entire screen the entire time.
Oh goodness. So I used a hyper repair before a tsunami then, just because I wanted the extra oomph to try and break the back of this.
Plus there were a few injured units you had there, so it helped.
I just want to get this rocket launcher.
Yeah, I feel you.
But are you going to?
Oh no.
Nope.
He'll retreat though. Does he have anything to block up the bridge with again?
If he has, you can't really get it there. I mean, I'm so close to breaking through. Like, if I kill one unit, I'm out of the choke point. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but he can swap the rocket if he had anything, but it only has a 3 HP APC that will stay in repair anyway.
Hey, I fixed the lander.
Whoop.
Yeah, I'm not sure Drake is sure which front is more important, the one near the HQ or the one to the left.
Yeah. And the one near his HQ is closer to his HQ where he builds his units, so...
Yeah.
He needs both. Let's face it, that's why he's trying to attack both. He needs both.
Or he needs more than both.
Well, he's not even attacking both, he's retreating from both sides and letting you take over the choke point again.
Hmm. He's probably more biased towards the eastern side of the map now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd think so since it's closer, but who knows.
Yeah, and you do have a bunch of infantry without any hindrance near his HQ, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
I don't really have a good feel of what makes the AI move, like in this case where he has 2 places he should move his troops. What makes him pick?
3. What you should really do is put them on the central island.
Well, sure, but he can't figure out how the landers work, so let's be realistic here.
I'm Drake, how do landers work?
He's got 2 routes to take. What makes the AI decide over one over the other? That's what I'm wondering.
I think he wants to grab those 2 cities. My 2 orange cities up in the top right.
Yeah, but then he's sending his infantry to the west as well. They might be on the route to your HQ area. I'm not sure how he's thinking he's gonna get there though.
Magic. Secret pirate arts handed down through the centuries.
Drake turns to the occult. Well, he's already summoning massive tidal waves, so I guess it's not that far of a stretch.
That's his plan. He's gonna have a tidal. He's gonna put everyone on life rings, set a tidal wave to sort of whoosh them over to the HQ.
Summon the Kraken!
Oh god.
Sounds about right.
That should have been his Super CO power.
How would that even work?
At this point I realise I should probably stop trying to defend that choke point so far up the field.
You can make like a reverse transport. Like grabs enemy units instead. You can grab 8 of them.
Oh god.
You know, unload them somewhere inconvenient.
It's the TA Commander rush all over again.
Yes.
Bye bye, tank. Bye bye, recon.
They did their duties.
Well, they wouldn't have needed to if you had more APCs.
Best Marines. I don't know. You know, APCs are all very well, but they can't attack things.
But they're so valuable.
Yeah, Paul.
How can you be so cruel to the value of an APC?
Why are you not only building APCs? They are the most important unit.
That'd be quite a thing, seeing this mission beaten with only the starting unit and a tidal wave. Actually, no, you couldn't win this mission without... well, you could if you routed Drake, I suppose.
You don't start with any infantry?
You don't... Nope, there's no infantry or mechs. Andy starts with none of them on this map, because Andy is not very smart.
Well...
You know, I think that might be an interesting map, just like where you only have APCs just have like a pre-deployed map against Grid or someone like that, and just have a bunch of APCs and one medium tank, and you have to take out all of Grid's indirect units.
It feels like they kind of designed the advanced campaign like that, though. If you don't abuse the AI and their trigger happiness of APCs, it'll get a bunch harder for you. I mean, they must have realized that they put APC on top of the priority list. They did change it for later games, so...
Snow cannot save you now. Well, it does make everything nice and pretty and blue and purple.
I'm not sure why the bridge is turning into solid ice, though. Looks a bit weird.
And the units still move at top speed. The units suddenly learn how to ice skate.
Oh yeah, of course there's no ice on the roads. Why would there fall any?
I will say though, the snow terrain textures are really beautiful.
They're great, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, everything's really good, but you know, the snow especially.
Yeah, you don't get to see him that often, though. They need to boost Olaf.
We should have appreciated Olaf more while
Yeah,
he was...
Nell's papa. No, wait.
We should have appreciated Olaf more while he was Nell's papa. I could actually send that medium tank out to do some nasty damage to that choke point, but...
After 20 turns, yeah. Sometimes you just want to get it over with.
I was kind of conscious of time at this point. I was like, oh god, 49 minutes.
Yeah, this mission was quite a slog.
It's a lot shorter in days than some of the other ones I've done.
Yeah, but it feels like such a slog when you're in a choke point. You can move like one unit at a time, fire with some indirects, and...
It's a heck of a grind.
Yeah.
Got the job done then.
Whoop.
And now, I too will experience the power of being a grey cat.
Again. No, wait, that was me. Or was it?
Or was it? It was somebody called Paul, apparently.
What a devious bastard. By Neptune's beard. Is that Olaf's beard?
Olaf is secretly Neptune.
Does anyone else have a beard except for Olaf? Oh, I guess Grit.
Canbai's got a
Oh,
moustache.
wait. Doesn't at all. Yeah.
Ada's got a goatee. Ada's not appearing in this game, though.
Does Adder?
Grit's got a goatee. Grit's got a goatee.
He does, doesn't he?
Is this one where you have to defend the missile?
Yeah.
The most powerful unit in the game, why wouldn't you defend it?
On a map against the guy who's good at naval stuff.
Brilliant.